Day to all. Our business plan pitch is entitled The Trolley. The Trolley is a retail cafe business with a menu consisting of light consumable goods. It is under the food industry that includes food processing with ideal demographics. Although quite similar to some cafes, we are unique in terms of environmental friendly food packaging and organic goods. For our goals, we opt to offer quality cafe goods and customer services while maintaining steady improvement of food production and profit.
Moving on to our products and services, where it can be described as thirst quenching, refreshing, and tasty. It is also convenient and satisfying as they both complement each other. Now, the unique features or variety aspects of our products and services include using organic raw ingredients, is healthy, eco-friendly, cruelty-free, and offers a selection. Now, we also properly research to ensure the factors that could enhance the sensory properties and consider the nutritional values that it offers to promote a healthy diet. Now, our production process will also take place in a proper area with the needed equipment and is under the supervision of adults.
And now we enter the market industry analysis where we measure its feasibility and success. With rising health consciousness, ready-to-drink shakes will witness a growth of popularity with a global market of 8.2 billion US dollars in 2018 and will only grow at 5.7% in the coming years. Our target market includes a wide range with the preferred retail distributing method of local food services because of its many options and availability. Here we see a competitor matrix of business in the local area. Among them, our business starts at the cheapest price with fruit-based products as opposed to sugary drinks of other businesses. The SWOT analysis acknowledges our weakness being that of a new market entry and high cost, but with the opportunity of a rich student market. Here we discuss our market segmentation strategy where we cater our products according to age, occupation, ethnicity, personality traits, interests, lifestyle purchasing habits, and product trends based on our location.
Thank you, Ella. Now, for our product and service strategy, we will study the trends of our local food industry, our customers, and our location. And of course, we will also consider the COVID-19 situation. Now, as for our pricing, we have used three pricing strategies to come up with our price list. We will be serving refreshments and light food with a price range of 50 to 100 pesos. So here is our promotional logos, which we'll use for marketing and social media. And here is our sales strategy to network with important people like suppliers and connect with our customers. So the next aspect is management. Our business organization will be a corporation partnership type, and the managers will be us business owners ourselves. The last section is our financials. Our approximate startup capital is 4,000 pesos based from our estimated expenses on both food ingredients and other equipment. And this capital is expected to sustain our business for the first month of operations. Thank you for listening to our presentation.
Good day to all.
Okay, great. So that was the first pitch. That was awesome. We're going to move on to our next pitch now. I'm going to do that right now.
Hello everyone, today I'm going to present this amazing idea, the project that I came up with this in this like amazing camp, entrepreneurship camp. Okay, but first let me present myself. I'm Abdurraouf, an 18 years old from Tunisia, North Africa. Yeah, so I'm gonna start with a small personal story. Yeah, last year I wanted to work as a freelancer and make some income, help my family, like teenager in the summer. But yeah, I faced a big problem. I could not work as a freelancer because we have here in the country, Tunisia, we have a big problem that the websites of freelancing could not support our payment methods, like we do not have PayPal and stuff like that in the country. Yeah, and I looked around and I saw many people facing the same problem. Why we could not work as freelancers and need Upwork and Fiverr. So I came up with the idea of freelancing. So when it comes to freelancing, we have what you need. Yeah. So the problem is that, as I mentioned, freelancers in Tunisia need our platform to work and make some income, and the local startups and associations need our platform to get great services at reasonable prices. The solution is that we are creating our freelancing platform to let Tunisian freelancers work without any problem. Okay, we have many advantages. First, we are going to connect businesses with great talents. We are going to reduce costs, like they are not going to hire a full-time employee. Third, the businesses are going to get access to talents. And finally, we offer the freelancer the possibility to learn new skills through our partnership with the local training center here. Okay, some statistics. We have about 35% of the global workforce are freelancers. The number of freelancers in the world is increasing 10% each year. And yeah, we have they generate a big amount of money in the economy. For example, in Bangladesh, about $100 million. It's a big amount of money. Yeah. Okay. So our revenue model is that we are going to get only 10% of the total cost from the freelancer, not like other websites, 25%. Okay, you can contact us through our WhatsApp, phone, Gmail. Yeah, and finally, I hope that you like our idea and enjoyed the pitch. Thank you very much and goodbye.
Okay, awesome. Great job. So now we're going to be moving on to our next one. I love seeing everybody's pitches.
It's 2050. In the complicated life that you're leading, all you want to do is stop for a second and breathe fresh air, but simply couldn't do so because the air is so hot, heavy, and depending on the day, clogged with particulate pollution. Your eyes often water. Your cough never seems to disappear. Our world is getting hotter and hotter by the minute, an irreversible development now utterly beyond our control, advancing deserts everywhere. There is no greenery but red hot forest fires. We have already passed tipping points like the great melting of the Arctic sea ice, which used to reflect the sun's heat. To cool off, you take a trip to Australia for some scuba diving and see the beautiful life-supporting Great Barrier coral reefs have vanished, and your legs are caught in plastic bags and you start drowning. You turn on the news to see coastal cities in Bangladesh, Mexico, and the United States and elsewhere have suffered brutal infrastructure destruction and extreme flooding. Diseases such as malaria, dengue, cholera, respiratory illnesses, and malnutrition are rampant. Because multiple disasters are happening simultaneously, it can take weeks or even months for basic food and water relief to reach areas pummeled by extreme floods. It is sophistication at the cost of survival. Planting trees, reducing, reusing, and recycling, finding cleaner alternatives for energy, restructuring the infrastructure to be more environmentally cautious, cutting down carbon emissions, preventing unnecessary energy consumption, improving the overall healthcare structure, providing clean and healthy food and water, and improving sanitation. The human race needs to follow all of this in order to prevent the situation created in 2050. All of this can only start with awareness and environmental cautiousness. That's where we come in. We are creating merchandise that has been brilliantly designed, highlighting the important environmental issues with a sarcastic perspective. We are hoping as more and more people opt for our design in this fast fashion world, we could mold the young generation's thoughts in a way that cares for the world.
I love the presentation of that. Very engaging. Great job. And I see a lot of people are commenting in the chat, so that's awesome. And now we're moving on to the next pitch.
Hi everyone, here's my pitch for my handwriting business. So without further ado, let's get started. Have you ever wanted to personalize a gift, but you just didn't know where to start? Imagine it's your friend's birthday and you really, really want to give them something they'll remember, but you just don't know what. Personalized cards are a great example of a perfect birthday gift or any other occasion. So now you're probably thinking, how will a handwriting business help me out in situations like this where I just don't know what gift to buy or I'm having a hard time going gift shopping? Well, a handwriting business ensures that you get personalized cards created just for you. You get to choose from a variety of fonts and textiles, and you get to choose from or suggest designs that suit your occasion best. You even get to include a personalized message and get your very own personalized card at a very low cost. And the best part about this is that it's super customizable. If you're looking for something more personal than a card, you can even try customizing your very own letter for a loved one. And a gift can get more personal than this. Now that you guys know a little bit more about the business, here are some of the contents that we'll be going over. All right, so to begin with, our initiative is creating personalized handwritten cards for occasions such as Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, marriage anniversary, etc. Also creating gift packages for some of these events. And a business name idea I had was Personalized Creations, but this may change along the way. All right, so talking about startup costs and equipment, this business actually has a pretty low startup costs. All you need are blank cards, gel pen, Sharpies, packaging, etc. So it should cost around $50 to $65. All right, so the target audience is actually pretty wide. It's just anyone in the Toronto area looking to purchase gifts for family and friends. And since it's a wide target audience, it will attract more customers. And here are just some of the steps I'll be taking to create the website, which is pretty simple since I have some experience using Weebly in the past. And yeah, moving on, we're going to talk about the aesthetic, colors, and logos. So I'm going to be picking colors that would match the website and make the company look more professional while also being aesthetic and using the company logo. Here's just a quick colors and aesthetic example for this presentation, and it shows you all the slides, the colors I used, and the fonts I used. Moving on to contact on social media, we'll have an email and phone number so customers can reach us, website for customer inquiries and advertising products, and then some form of social media for marketing. Here's also a quick look at our finance and profit plan, monitor orders, marketing strategies, networking, and engagement. And lastly, let's talk about some of our first and initial steps. So just finalizing everything I talked about and just considering packaging and shipping expenses, brainstorming future ideas, etc. And that's pretty much it for my business pitch. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.
Thank you for that presentation. That's a very creative project and I love this.
It's Thumbprint with this side, and I hope you all are doing good. So let's just start the pitch of the year. It's not the best pitch, but it will be the pitch where you all can say that it's mine story. How do you know? So let's start with a short anecdote. It's a story of a cute little girl who is famous, or rather infamous as Chatterbox. Her life is going great until one day she met with an accident. She fell from the bed and her head started bleeding, and there's a pool of blood everywhere. Everything started becoming normal after that incident for next 2 years, until which she starts stammering. Doctor said that it's an after effect of her head injury. Days passed and her condition improved. Finally, she got rid of his physical impairment, but now she has a mental block that she can't speak, she can't make friends, she can't socialize, and she thinks that she is always going to stammer. And all these kinds of negative emotions make their home in her head. She grew up, excelled, and took admission in a college. But now she is missing on opportunities because of her fear. Until one day, she took part in an entrepreneurial course where she interacted with students across the globe. And she realized it's not only the problem with her, but many kids, people, grown-ups are suffering with this fear. She practiced by conversating with other students and realized practice is the only way to get rid of this anxiety. It's a it's a famous line in Hindi, which I would like to translate in English for you. Don't scare someone too much that one will stop fearing. So if you think stage is your fear, then make stage your home. You will be thinking that how I know so much about her because she is me and I am that girl. Now I can say that that girl is improving and becoming confident. And fully honest, she is becoming what she wants to be. And if you think that I am kidding about this story, then you can see this diary of mine of 8 July 2018, where she has the idea of express stage on number 1 point. And in this whole paragraph, she explained about her suffering. Now, express stage is known as stage buddies. Stage buddies is currently on Instagram, where all the people who are like me, I repeat, all the fellows who are like me and who want to be speakers, orators, can come. We aim to organize Zoom sessions and breakout rooms on global issues like climate change, piracy, privacy, etc. Or sometimes we can just gather at a place where we all are a family, we all are comfortable, and we can all talk and share our experiences with each other and practice for our school presentations, college assignments, or any public event. Further, we are starting podcasts with people who are like the community we're going to have to relate with each other and develop a sense of empathy and a confidence to face the world bravely. And we are aiming to publish some inspiring yet common stories of people who are like us. And these stories are very close to my heart, and I hope that these stories will reach to your heart also. In this short time, I'm not able to sum up this all, but I expect you all get my feel and you all will come and join us.
That was amazing. I love how it begins with an anecdote, and I think it really connected with the audience. So yeah, I love that pitch. And I see everyone really enjoyed this pitch in the chat as well.
COVID-19, lockdown. Easy for most of us to say that we can sit at home with our beloved ones and eat, right? Wrong. Just because we are privileged enough to live in such luxurious privileges does not mean everyone is. Think about the time where you went out and have seen those beggars on the road or these homeless people. What about them? They even want to be educated, be healthy enough, be independent. But yet, if you've never helped any of these people, that's totally okay. This problem and this pitch is meant for you. We are here to ask you for your help because the solution always relies on those people, and it's you. We realize that this issue is not only seen in India or the rural places in South Africa. And speaking to someone from New Zealand, we realized that this issue is everywhere.
After arguing a lot on the topic, because apparently it's unachievable, we have come up with our company, Genesis. Through our market research, design thinking, brainstorming, and budgeting, we realized that if there's anything that can make our mission possible, it's your help. Genesis is a company which strives to remove some of the major global goals like educational inequity, poverty, and hunger inequalities through partnership for goals. We are currently partnered with various individuals across the world and certain startups from around the world for helping volunteer and fund our journey.
Here, imagine it's 2081. Genesis has all the resources in the world, and it's striving to reduce the inequality that already exists in the world. Through various partnerships with influencers, we spread the word of the cause. With the help of paid volunteers, we reach various parts of the world to meet unprivileged people. We teach them a skill for 3 months in exchange for daily calibration and help those people to save their money and invest to start their own business and be their own bread earners.
Fascinating, right? But this is real world. It's 2021. But trust me, it's absolutely impossible to even think of the future without you. So just step in, spread the word and volunteer. Trust me, it doesn't cost much to teach someone a new skill and help them succeed. So all you need to do is step in, volunteer, or donate to the cause. With our current connections, we aim to help the homeless people in USA, UK, Australia, India, UAE, and South Africa. So this is your chance to step in and fill in the gap that we have in the system. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And trust me, this will be a grand movement. Thank you.
Wow, that was awesome. And I am so impressed that you guys were able to create all of this in 2 days. All of you love this pitch so much. Moving on to the next one.
If you're an introvert, you can probably understand this situation well. Your friends are going to a party and somehow manage to convince you to join. You spend a few hours before the party preparing your social battery. During the party, you slip away into the bathroom and tell yourself in the mirror, you got this, you can do it. Then you put that smile back on your face and pretend like you have all the energy in the world. Afterwards, you slip home tired, ready to hop in your house for a week, just reading and thinking by yourself. This is an experience many introverts face, not just with parties, but with most social situations. The world right now is extrovert-oriented. People are expected to be sociable and enthusiastic, and the quiet kid in class who always reads is thought to be weird. This led introverts to hide our true selves as if there's something wrong with us that needs to be squared away and never let seen. But the fact is, introverts make up around 25 to 40% of the population. That's around a third of the world hiding their true identities and pretending to be someone they're not. Extroverts are usually seen as the leaders, but I know introverts can be as great, maybe even greater leaders than them. Extrovert leaders are great at getting others passionate, but introverts are the reliable, calm leaders who build meaningful connections. However, most introverts are not embracing their true strengths, are instead trying to be like an extrovert. Here at Introvert Society, our nonprofit is dedicated to helping introverts find success in this extrovert-oriented world as themselves. We plan on hosting events in the future, like workshops to help introverts network as an introvert, or seminars with introvert leaders, and so much more. A blog and podcasts are in the makings as well. Go check out our Instagram at Introvert Society. Ultimately, we aim to build a community of introverts who are comfortable around each other, not afraid of being judged for being who they are.
That was amazing. And I'm sure that this is an issue that affects a lot of people. So yeah, I love this. And by the way, guys, if you have an Instagram page, feel free to
Please go back.
The video. Which section should I go back to? Okay, so if you guys have an Instagram account for your organization or page or initiative, please follow us at Empower Econ and DM us and we can give you a shout out on our story. So if you have that, make sure to DM us and we can help you get followers if you'd like.
Hi, welcome to my pitch. I will now be introducing my project, Oath to Earth by Mona Tzavakoli. This is my table of contents, introduction, the problem, solution, and my first of all, introduction to my project, Oath to Earth. Oath to Earth is a social media platform dedicated to spreading awareness among teens about the importance of sustainability. So what exactly is the problem that Oath to Earth aims to solve? Well, 35 billion barrels of oils are used up each year, and we've been doing it for decades, and can easily tell that we don't have much left to keep using. In fact, in about 30 years, this century, it's said that we will completely run out of oil to use. So understanding the very problem that Earth is facing right now, number one would be pollution. Every day, an overwhelming amount of coal is burned to produce energy, which then produces CO2 since it uses up oxygen. Well, toxic waste from nuclear powers are even worse of a problem because these are non-renewable energies And the toxic waste can't just go on the land, it will be harmful for us, for any animal. So, and running out, we're simply using too much and the world is running out of energy. Just like I said, 35 billion barrels of oil each year, natural gas, coal to burn, and yeah. And big brands, many big brands really don't care about sustainability. They're all after profit, and their unethical behaviors just go unnoticed. And well, the biggest problem above all else is that we just are not aware about this whole situation that's going on. So, what could be the solution to that? So, the solution we would like to offer is to raise awareness on the current issues by making posts on social media platforms for people to come across and read. And we'll offer alternatives to unethical brands through our posts for those who want to start shopping more eco-friendly. Tips and tricks in day-to-day life so we can just be a little bit more friendly to Earth. And initiating action, most of all, we will introduce articles to read, petitions to sign, and actions that youth can take in order to make a change. Well, our future goals in this project. My future goal would be to make a website. I'd love to make an Oath to Earth official website that lists resources, just like I said, the petitions and stuff. I can have it all listed up on a website so it's easier to access. And the community, where we're creating a community to discuss thoughts and ideas would be an awesome idea. And yeah, thank you. We have an Oath to Earth email and Oath to Earth on Instagram if you would like to visit. Thank you so much.
This is an awesome presentation, and as everyone says, I love the name and the presentation style as well. So thank you so much for your presentation. We're going to move on to the next one now.
So, hello, my name is Sarah and I'm pitching for my project Tunisia. About me, as I said, Sarah, I'm 17 years old. I live in Tunisia in North Africa and I'm interested in a lot of things. This is where my country is located on the very top of North Africa. It's like a little about our culture, the food, the traditional wear, the houses. You might be wondering why you're telling us all this, just get into it. Well, here's a little story. One summer, my family and I wanted to go on vacation. We knew where we wanted to go, but we didn't know anything about the hotels, the restaurants, cafes, activities. We didn't know nothing. We looked up online. We did not find that much also, so we ended up calling a bunch of friends and relatives, but that was a lot of work for us. That's where my project comes in, and the name is a combination of two words, tourism and my country, Tunisia. So my mission is to make tourism easier for both international and national tourists, unravel the beauty of my country and provide them with all info needed. So the business overview, the problem is not enough info online. The solution is a website with multiple sections in all areas of your journey. If you want to know about the hotels, restaurants, beaches, museums, amusement parks, or, get educated about the culture, some travel tips and advice from locals. Market analysis. So during my research, there were a lot of other websites, but the most striking two were these two, Tunisia Booking and Tourism Tunisia. Then they only provide info about hotels, the prices, and one of them provides a little about the culture and some activities. But I want to build a platform that provides everything. So you will make the decision and not regret it later. So my target audience is everyone, but primarily the youth who want and love to try new things and travel. The process, in this camp, we only have 3 days. So day 1, come up with the idea. Day 2, more research, building the website, and day 3, making the pitch. More details. First, I came up with the idea. I researched it more, existing similar services, read customer reviews, asking my environment, family, friends, what they wish was different, finalized the points I want to touch on, and started building the website. My MVP is a website sorted according to the state you want to go to. Multiple sections. There's an introduction, more info about the state, best places to stay, best places to try, restaurants, cafe, etc. What else you can do, the activities, and finally reviews from people who went there already. Future iterations. I want now to add more like an option to sort the places of the hotels according to many filters. For example, like price, COVID protocols. I hope this won't last long. And finally, reviews, blog section for people to share their experiences. I want to make the website in multiple languages, partner with others, make a paid subscription, and why not add more countries and make it international. So here's a little demo of the website. At first, you find the homepage. This is the animation, the logo, the header. Now you can here click on states, and it will take to another section where you find the states, a little map. When you scroll more, you will find the best destinations here, some reviews which are not real, about a section with some socials. They're not working for now, but I hope they will when the product comes to life. For now, I only have this one working, which is about Tunis. You can find another map, with a location of the state, an intro. When you scroll down, you can have a look at other places there, and what can we do section, which is not complete because I'm doing developing the website by myself. And yeah, thank you so much for your attention.
That was awesome. And I absolutely love the website and how you were able to create that in such a short time. So yeah, great job. I think this is a really awesome idea. We're going to see one more pitch, and then I'm going to give a few minutes of break while I'm going to play some music, and then we're going to continue. So this is the last one before the break.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Why is unemployment and lack of decent basic education strains of unpredictability for the future of tomorrow's generation?
Lack of basic education leads to unemployment, which leads to poverty, and then leads to malnutrition. All of these are components of a vicious cycle affecting generations after generations, where thousands of children aged 0 to 25 face these challenges every single day of their lives.
The world we live in today is a constant battle and displays imagery of hunger on children's faces and tears of deprived opportunities to receive education in order to stop the constant cycle of poverty in their household. My name is Amratile Marake, along with Teresa Mokwena, coming to you all the way from South Africa. I am 17 years old and have had a love of entrepreneurship and community service since the tender age of 17. Teresa will now introduce himself.
Good afternoon. My name is Teresa Mokwena. In the world, millions of school children lack the infrastructure, material, and support which a student normally receives at school. Due to their parents' financial stability, they lack it all. Those who can go to school also face a lot of challenges, such as not being able to concentrate due to hunger ravaging through their stomachs and the constant thoughts of their family's financial state running through their minds the whole day.
While politicians and government officials are sending their children to the best schools, giving them the best opportunities that those from poverty continuously work for, that is a cycle we need to break.
Education is there to help those who are privileged enough and those who are not to enroll into the well-designed course on entrepreneurship, accountability through peers, and problem solving through various activities on the problems affecting their communities, along with what is the true meaning of community service When a student pays for their enrollment, a percentage of their enrollment fee goes towards one student's stationery and their enrollment in the course with assistance from a NPO called the Tucson Community Outreach.
Education offers various services from tutoring and teenage business promotion to the online store and the webinars the companies to hold. We at Education are building a network of various teenagers who will assist themselves with job creation, improving their community and country's economic status. They will forever be connected by creating their own networks that aren't based off their financial status at home, but networks of young people wanting to solve problems of the world.
Entrepreneurs are the only people who can change the world and ultimately tackle problems such as unemployment, malnutrition, and lack of education. Entrepreneurs are change makers, problem solvers, which is why it is vital to educate the generation of today about the importance of entrepreneurship.
With that said, I would like to leave you all with these words. A child is not raised by his parents only, but by their community. All of us are part of that community, and that is why we need to act today. We thank you.
That was awesome. I think that education is so important in investing in the next generation. So great pitch. And with that, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and play some music for a few minutes, and then we're going to continue with the rest of the pitches. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, everyone, so now we are going to be resuming with the pitches. So I'm going to begin sharing my screen once again, and we can continue. And again, feel free to put the username of your initiative in the chat so that we can go and follow it and give you a shout out as well.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris, the founder of Let's Learn, the best place to learn. I'll be your pilot for this short journey of Let's Learn. The idea of my project is to reduce poverty by educating people so that they become financially literate. With 43% of South African adults being financially literate, it's time that to take action because the poor keep on getting poorer and the rich keep on getting richer. A research done by NIDA shows that only 25% of South Africans got the question of inflation correct compared to 63% of other African countries. It is quite shocking that only 14% of the population is confident about its retirement plan. What about the other 86%? 63% of those who earn 30,000 Rand or more are financially literate, and 34% of those who earn 5,000 Rand or less are financially literate, showing a huge gap between those who earn more and those who earn less. Financial literacy is important for wealth accumulation, hence it is such an important subject to talk about. It also helps to find investment with higher returns. We want people to talk about finance on the dinner table, at school, everywhere, or anywhere possible. The more we talk about it and take action, better. We will be offering tutorials, questions, study banks, quizzes to make it fun so that people become financially literate. We also created an open up segment where people get to share their experiences and how they got to where they are. You might think how people afford, how are the less privileged going to pay for such service? Well, our aim is to make their lives easier and are offering a free mode with less activities for them. Just imagine a world where everyone is financially literate and knows how to budget financially budget, financial plan, and live a comfortable life. That's my dream. It's time to learn. Thank you.
Financial literacy is definitely really important, and it's actually something that I'm really involved in advocating for. So love this project. Now we're going to move on to the next pitch.
Imagine you have just set up your business. It's a dream come alive. People are coming in swarms, but then the pandemic hit. No one no longer comes into your store. Slowly, that dream fades away. In the end, you have to shut down. Your dream, your livelihood, gone. This was a common occurrence for many small businesses when the pandemic hit. Every time I went outside, another store would be closed. The newspaper was filled with reports of huge immigration as people left the city to work. Large corporations have not faced a negative impact because everything is online. However, small businesses can't depend on it. They don't have enough customers, they have limited visibility, and only have a local presence. These are the problems Dreamcatcher is going to solve. How do we make sure small business owners can reach their potential? Our idea is an online platform where small business owners and individuals can sell their products to a greater audience. Think of it as a virtual shopping mall. All the stores would be in one place. Customers can search up certain products or particular businesses in their locality. From a survey I've conducted, I realized people prefer corporate companies only because they're more accessible. This is a mock-up of what the application would look like. As you can see, once you click a button, it takes you to the website where they have more information. Dreamcatcher is targeting small business owners and new entrepreneurs to sell on the platform, and those who are looking to support local businesses as the buyers. Dreamcatcher provides small businesses with more visibility, more customers, and opportunities to expand their business. Customers are benefited as they know where their money is going. They have a smaller carbon footprint and support the people around them. The TAM is huge, and it's the first of its kind, which is expected. The small businesses are a part of a market where needs are often not fulfilled. The MVP will be designed using pre-made frameworks as they are cheaper and easier to put together. We have some competitors like Etsy and Shopify, but neither occupy the same market. Our market is not niche and includes bakeries and clothing, which Etsy does not. And like Shopify, Dreamcatcher can also connect to external resources and link together social media and the physical store along with the online one. However, Dreamcatcher's aim is to empower small businesses rather than to make a large profit. We plan to get users by first reaching out to small business owners and informing them of our service. We plan to largely depend on word of mouth. Here is some information about where we get our funds from. And this business model canvas sums up our entire presentation. Thank you.
Wow, I love that business model, and I think supporting small businesses is super important. So love this project so much. Great job. Moving on to the next one.
Hello everyone, hope you are doing great and having or will have an amazing day. Did you ask yourself, how are you really doing today? Yeah, it's the same question TK asked us yesterday and was right. We don't ask it to ourselves. Why? Well, there is a ton of excuses we make every day and forget about our health, our mental health. So there comes my decision to remind you of taking care of your mental health by offering you the possibility to take time and reflect about yourself every day. You will get access to directed exercises, the ability to talk about it and know your mental health better. So there won't be any excuses for not checking on yourself. If you are feeling tired, unmotivated, or just want to take care of your mental health, you can get in touch by following the Instagram page mentally strong. Hope to see you there. Be the one who takes care of himself so he can take care of others. And thank you.
I love that. And mental health is definitely so important. And I do think that if you want to be able to help others, you first need to help yourself. And so this is super important. Moving on to the next pitch.
Hello, we're Zaya. We're here to empower young entrepreneurs to raise funding for their current and future ventures. We are doing this through a social media experience where we directly connect Gen Z founders with possible investors and funds. Meet Alex, an 18-year-old high school student in New Jersey, and they're passionate about creating a more human-centered educational experience through their AR, VR, EdTech app, but they struggle to find investors due to lack of connections and high barrier channels. Like Alex, current and aspiring Gen Z entrepreneurs find it difficult to raise funding, making it hard to grow their businesses. For Gen Z, it's hard because there aren't that many young founder-exclusive investors, and Gen Z founders are more new to the landscape. But with Zaya, Alex can have a direct channel to potential investors, easing the stress of no business growth. In Zaya, Alex would complete the sign-up process, and be recommended investors to follow. Next, Alex posts updates related to their business for other investors to see. Then investors who want to fund Alex's venture can contact them via the app. Although when creating Zaya, we did consider the possible risk of investors not synonymizing our app with the negativity of other social media, but we aim to mitigate this issue by strongly comparing our app to LinkedIn, but for young Gen Z founders.
The solution is backed by 72 million Gen Z people around the world, with 44.6 million being or aspiring to be entrepreneurs, and 40 million of those struggling to find funding for their business. It shows a strong need for a solution in the current market. As you can see in the table, Zaya's most fierce competitors will be platform entrepreneurs who present their ventures, which are product content one-pager. Although they are strong, we offer a more niche approach to Gen Z and give young founders a chance to regularly create content so investors get to know the venture more.
We surveyed 3 Gen Z entrepreneurs, both current and aspiring, which resulted in 100% of them stating that funding is a problem that they deal with on a daily basis, while 66.7% of them rated their funding as a serious problem, and the same percentage rated their current solutions as somewhat helpful. This data concludes that Gen Z struggles in obtaining funding, see it as a problem, and their current solutions are barely helping. To accomplish our mission, we are utilizing an affiliate marketing CPM campaign strategy where revenue is based on number of views per user, similar to how popular social media apps make their revenue. First, the users encounter the ads, they view the ad, after they are finished, Zaya receives ad revenue per impression, which will be based in the Google mobile ad network.
Social media provides a Gen Z platform, while LinkedIn provides a more formal platform, and the App Store can be used by all. Based on the needs of proper mobile app development, we need to create this ideas between $230,000 and $250,000, which will go towards mobile app development, digital marketing, and QA testing. As a result, we expect to earn at least $1.2 billion in revenue in the first year of launch. I'm Shabazz, and this is Brandy. As young aspiring founders, we are all too familiar with the struggle to attain funding and are determined to help others with this issue. Now, Alex found funding with Zaya and given the impact they want to make with their EdTech activity. To be involved in our mission of helping young founders attain funding for their ventures, here's our contact info for Zaya. We look forward to meeting you. Thank you. Let's talk about how we're going to help young entrepreneurs find funding.
This is awesome. And I know a lot of people are a fan of this in the chat, and it can be very helpful to a lot of initiatives. So great presentation. Moving on to the next one.
Ready, set. Hello, everyone. So we're from Team 16, and this is our pitch.
So nowadays, we actually can see lots of people throw rubbish all around the world. So this actually has threatened the environment. And, in my real life, lots of neighbors just throw the rubbish all around the world and they just don't classify it. So we can see that it is a very serious problem.
So we chose this as a problem and we did some research on it, and we tried to understand why people do this. And so out of this, we understood a lot of things about people's behavior. Like one thing was like they're not educated about the importance of segregating waste. Another was that people were just ignorant and they didn't just care about it.
And so we figured out, like, if we want to solve a problem, there'll be always people who have different perspective to it, and their opinions might differ. So how do we solve it? So when we were thinking about this questions, we came up with some interesting ideas. So like one was to create an app in which the companies that work with recycling and reducing waste can come into contact with these people who want to help out and actually segregate waste. So basically how it works is that basically we thought that we could set up an app where they could contact the company, and some person from the company would just come over and get the waste from their home. And another thing was like creating awareness through podcasts, websites, and posters, and in social media.
Okay, so next question is, where can you find this? Well, I believe that you actually can find this in lots of social media platforms and websites. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Thank you.
That was great. And I love how you included the different ideas you thought about when you were approaching this. So great job. Moving on to the next page.
Are you or someone you know having a hard time trying to find the right makeup routine? Do you scroll through hundreds of TikToks and YouTube videos trying to get the right look in an actual tutorial, taking up all your time but not giving you the best result? Introducing Makeup Hub, the one place for all of your makeup needs. Makeup Hub is a website that acts as a middleman between makeup producers and consumers. So our primary service is they create your look service, which we thought of based on complaints we heard from our own family members and friends. It starts off with asking you a couple of basic questions like your makeup experience, skin tone, typical brands, and more. It asks questions about the look you're going for, the makeup parts you want, the intensity of the makeup, budgeting options, or specific trends. It processes the information to show a selection of 10 model images with different styles, and the user chooses one, adds a couple of tweaks, and then the system recommends specific products with website links, as well as a tutorial for the model they chose. This is a unique service that no other company offers because it provides everything someone would need all in one website with more accuracy and personalization. The customer segment for this is mainly young teenagers who have just started using makeup, mostly made up of females from 11 to 14. Customers, especially first-time ones, want to feel comfortable and confident in their choices, and our website gives them the assurance needed. We would charge a one-time $9 fee for this service, which customers would come back to as trends change. In creating this idea, me and my partner also came up with another large way of making revenue, which is sponsorships. Smaller makeup companies who are looking to get their brand out in such a competitive market would pay us to advertise their name and products as regular ads and recommendations. This would maintain the quality of the service while also generating a lot of extra revenue. Additionally, we are going to provide a $14 monthly subscription that gives general makeup information, trends, tips, brands, popular stylists, events, and giveaways. This would be updated weekly, and new subscribers would get a 2-week trial to help build a reputation. We would do advertising for the service and subscription through ads in other makeup or lifestyle websites, social media, and all the other old-fashioned ways. The key activities from our side are designing the algorithm, following trends, updating the service, and adding features to the newsletter. Our only costs are salaries, and there is no large beginning investment necessary.
Through user research, we found that most teen girls regularly wore makeup and were interested in keeping up with makeup trends, but generally struggled to do so because they didn't know where to look. Additionally, we learned that 75% of teen girls lacked the correct products to achieve their desired look, and around 40% found traditional makeup tutorials difficult to follow, and around 60% thought looks from online tutorials didn't suit them. We designed Makeup Hub to tackle all of these problems. This is an example of what the website homepage would look like. These are possible questions that would be asked and the results that would appear. And lastly, this is the newsletter that you could subscribe to. Makeup is hard, but we have the solution. For these reasons, don't miss the opportunity to invest in Makeup
Hub.
Wow, that was such a creative idea. And as I see in the chat, people really love this. So awesome job. Moving on to the next page.
Have you ever reached out to a non-profit organization? Or have you ever think how cool social media is? Whatever your answer is, here we at Team Zodiac are combining these two amazing things. Yup, we are building a social media platform for non-profit and youth organization. So what are the problems that makes us motivate to do so? Firstly, there are a lot of fake organizations and we don't know they are genuine or not. Next, in the glamorous world, they didn't get much attention. Next, they suffer a lot in hiring people because social media platform doesn't have a recruitment plan and they have to additionally fill up the Google form. Lastly, most of the donation that they get are vanished as transaction fees because they use platform like PayPal and other services. So here we at Zodiac verify the people and check they are genuine or not. We are designed for non-profit, so they get maximum attention. Lastly, we have a special platform for hiring people. And we also have a special payment service which help in maximizing donation because we charge a very small transaction fees.
Let's take a look at the size of the market available for our organization. To begin with, there are over 10 million nonprofits worldwide. And the most important part is that a growing number of them are student-led. Secondly, the compound annual growth rate of the nonprofit market is 5.3%, which is very fast growth. Finally, the expected market size by 2025 is $325,651 million. Our business model consists of an affordable transaction fee and advertisement. Currently, there are no platforms available that offers the services that we do. However, student organizations are using social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for promotions, and LinkedIn Spike View for hiring. However, Zodiac has a clear distinction from these competitors. First of all, people can easily donate money on our platform, which is not available on Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. Second, we have a very simple verification process in which we ask for your legal identity proof. Thirdly, we provide a platform where people can easily post their resumes, share their interest, and companies can easily hire them. Finally, Zodiac can create a great community filled with like-minded people. Our team members are Yerim Kim and Sanchita Sahu. Thank you.
Great pitch. This was awesome. And I love the style of the presentation and the presentation itself. So awesome job. Moving on to the next pitch.
The Organic Gallery, the hale and handy blog for organic beauty and health. If you're drawn to simple natural beauty products and looking for inspiration to green your beauty routine, the Organic Gallery is the place to be, where we simplify complex ingredients and products that make up the beauty world. We are dedicated to helping you ditch harmful chemicals and synthetically laden products and instead have the knowledge and confidence to make your own beautiful, effective, natural skincare products. The Organic Gallery is a blog that will help people navigate their skincare and health routines by providing the necessary information. Mainly focusing on organic products, the Organic Gallery will also talk about mental health, body positivity, fitness, food, and sustainability. Why should you go for organic? It is better for the environment, safer to use, their manufacture doesn't harm animals, they're packed with beneficial nutrients, they're easier on the body, and leave no doubt about your health. The global organic market is estimated to reach 3.2 billion USD by 2025. Now, who is this blog for? The people who want to shift to organic products and healthy habits from the conventional cosmetics. People who have skin problems, those who are allergic to certain chemicals and beauty products, people aiming for sustainability, people looking to save that extra penny, and people like me who are interested in organic homemade products and remedies. How does our blog help in solving these issues? Our blog has recipes for homemade products, step-by-step guides on different skincare or health routines, information about different natural products, reviewing different products for our audience, easy to use guides. And we will also talk about mental health and various other topics with professionals in this field. Our mission is to partner with people to live healthier lives. Our vision is to become a community that supports its members and creates a safe space for everyone to feel good about themselves. Hail Pixie and Hail Bee are very own new characters that we've designed for our storyline on the blog. The design will be coming up soon. Our goals for the future are creating our own website, starting a YouTube channel, and creating our own brand soon. And we want to become a global community that supports each other. And we need your support to do so. Thank you for being patient and watching the presentation. Hope you liked it.
That was amazing. And I'm just taken aback by the creativity of all of your projects. We're going to take another really short break. And then after there are 5 more pitches, I believe, and then we can move into the breakout room session. So I'm going to begin playing some music and we're going to take a mini break again.
Hello, can I just ask a question?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think you presented our slide, our video. Can you check, please?
Oh, we are not done presenting yet. So it's probably.
Oh, okay, sorry, apologies.
No worries. But can you please tell me what the name of yours is in the chat, just so I can check that it's in the file?
I'm not sure that we named it, but we definitely sent it. One of the first ones, actually.
Oh, okay, maybe it's, okay. I'm going to check that in the form right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to move on with the final 5 pitches that we have. So I'm going to begin sharing my
Hello,
screen.
everyone.
And then after this, we're going to move into the breakout rooms, and we're also going to be sharing some forms such as contact information so that you guys can follow each other's accounts and reach out to each other if you'd like.
My team today will present to you the Unicorn Team Project, a digital agency. Here in our city, most of the branding and startups and business suffer from weak and unresponsive platforms, apps, and websites. So most of the users leave these platforms from landing page as they didn't represent their experience and what they're expecting in these platforms, while they have a good or strong programming. With our agency, we will provide digital products with design with strong and usable design and branding identity. Our agency will provide services like user experience and research, UI, user interfaces design, graphic design, competitor analysis, and project audit that will help many startups and businesses to redesign their platforms or branding identity.
We must follow startups businesses that need a branding and digital product that reflect their modest and independent clients like developers. So here is our customer persona, Maria Adam. She is 27, an event planner, mom of 3, and totally busy at home, and she wants to start her business. She wants a branding identity and a website that she can sell her product and connect with the clients. She used social media and Pinterest to inspiration to create event theme for her clients. Our competitors are different from design studio, company, and media agency. Mostly they targeting small brands and business and their services focus on printed designs and graphic design.
Unfair advantages. So we are special because we deliver a strong app, web, and branding that focus on user role in the design process. That's what will help startups to get more active users on their platforms. What's happened next? In the next few months, we will start aid on post and service we provide to get more clients, providing a proof of our expertise in our Instagram page. We will share some tips for fresh learning or interesting in graphic design and UX, UI, and more. And finally, our amazing team, starting with Anfal Falah, which is the most creative and motivated person. And she is the founder of Unicorn Team and also a UX, UI designer. And Duha Amir, which is a very talented graphic designer. And me, Farah Al-Tufaili, and I am also a graphic designer. And at the end, please follow us on Instagram to help us to grow and to see our amazing upcoming content. Thank you for listening.
That was awesome. Loved your presentation. Very creative idea. And now moving on to the next pitch. I love seeing all of these pitches.
My name is Patience, 17 years old from Nigeria, and this is my big idea. You see, in Africa, there's something we call the African dream. So I went on a research, and I discovered that this African dream doesn't have a specific statement or a sentence that describes it. Instead, it is personalized. So I went on an interview with 2 African youths, and I asked them, what's your African dream? Personally, I'm passionate about animals. I mean, African dream is for Africans to start fighting for animal rights and start conserving our wildlife. I asked another African, and he said his dream for Africa is for Africa to start managing their mineral resources, their gold, their diamond properly. And I asked another African, and she said her dream for Africa is for Africa to start to embrace their cultural heritage and not be ashamed to put it out there. And I asked them, what have you done about this? They said nothing. And I said, why? They said, being an African, they can't just go out there, putting out there, they don't know which organization to join these business. And I won't blame them because it was the exact same problem that I had. Before I started getting involved in organizations that involve people from different countries or different continents, I had this type of inferiority complex where I was afraid to put myself out there, basically because I think I'm an African and I felt inferior. But I then discovered, what can I do to change this? And I think the best thing to do is to create an organization. So that's what brought about my big idea, which is African Dream Catchers. The name sounds funny, but I'll tell you the meaning. You know, I noticed in Africa, every youth has a dream, but our dreams are slowly drifting away. And what do we help the youth to do? We help them catch it. And once we help them catch their dream, what are we going to do? We will help them fulfill it, which brings about the slogan, fulfilling the African dream. So what are we? We are an youth organization in Africa, inspiring youth to embrace their true identity while unleashing their inner potential. Our programs help our youth shape their own values while providing them with all the tools, resources, and support they need in order to evolve with confident leaders tomorrow. So what are we going to be offering? Number one, youth workshops. This is the main goal. We're going to have classes where youth in Africa will be able to develop self-confidence, and we have people like T.K. Coleman and Naomi Porter to give classes and lectures to enable youth in Africa to know that yes, they belong somewhere, they can contribute better to the society. And secondly, we are going to be having access to international opportunities, because I noticed Africans don't get involved in a lot of organization and competitions properly, mainly because they felt like maybe they don't belong and they shouldn't contribute, which I want to change. I'll be giving them access to opportunities like entrepreneurship, empower econ, tailored to their dreams and what they are good at. And also that doesn't end there. We're going to be involving them in a lot of virtual exchanges where one African will meet another African, and we're having a lot of fundraising opportunities and classes and a lot of resources to learn from, such as blog articles and a lot of other things. So this is what my website is about. Thank you.
Wow, that was awesome. And I can tell you have a lot of passion for this and the presentation and body language and everything. So amazing job. Moving on to the next page.
Student base. Notes for you, customer databases for businesses. Mission. We provide students with IGCSE notes in exchange for their use of their contact details, which is forwarded to companies for the use of marketing.
The average person checks their email 15 times a day.
Problem and solution. For low-income students, cost of books equals a burden. Learning of students is compromised. 65% of low-income students don't have access to textbooks. Business owners/entrepreneurs need traction to gain investment and better their service/product. Hard to reach customer database. Limited networks. Most popular marketing strategy for SMEs is through digital marketing.
Our solution. We ask past IGCSE students to share their notes, which we scan onto a website/app. Students in need of these notes can access them by agreeing to terms such as sharing contact details like email, name, and mobile number for the use of marketing. We create customer databases for businesses to select age, gender, hobbies, income, and more. Entrepreneurs can then buy these databases to beta test products, send surveys, and send potential advertisement campaigns. It is up to the entrepreneur how they use our customer databases to help better their service. Market. Our market target users are business owners/entrepreneurs looking to expand customer reach by using user details to contact potential customers. Our target audience are students in need of GCSE/IGCSE revision notes who are willing to provide their contact details in exchange.
Thank you.
I love this pitch, great idea. And I think resources are definitely really valuable. So great presentation. We have 2 more pitches to watch. So here is the next one.
For 75% of high school students across the US, graduating high school is a process long awaited but dreaded, with many high school students looking to go into college after high school, but finding themselves unsure of what they want to pursue after their high school career. Due to this, approximately 80% of college students change their major at least once throughout their college career. In fact, the average college student changes their major at least 3 times throughout college, each time setting the student back and causing the student to pay for more college education. In fact, with each major change in college, approximately $20,000 are lost, amounting to around $60,000 wasted on just changes in majors throughout college, all simply because the student doesn't know what they may be interested in pursuing. After all, most jobs can only be understood completely with practice in the field. This practice is what Virtuoso provides. Using online VR experiences to provide users with simulatory experiences similar to those experienced in a real-world job scenario, Virtuoso allows users to engage with expert-made environments in order to provide a real sense for what a job provides, without the hassles of creating a full, long-term commitment to this career path. In addition to mere job simulations, however, Virtuoso also recommends major types based on the careers a student may like, and then recommends colleges for students, then also helping the student to land their dream college with college compatibility tests, peer review systems for college essays, and more. Virtuoso was developed in several stages. The first stage included generating the idea, which was developed after noticing that I myself, going into high school, was already being slightly pressured by those around me to pursue specific courses of study in college, though I wasn't sure if these paths were for me. Wanting to find out, I enrolled in a vocational technical high school in my area, which allows students to gain education and slight work experience in particular fields before enrolling in college. But with this vocational technical high school causing me to make sacrifices in other areas of my high school learning, and with it requiring a full 4-year commitment plan, I wasn't sure if this was for me either. Soon, I developed the idea for Virtuoso and found a large response. Over 93% of those surveyed responded that they would use a website that would help them to find college majors with some type of short-term experience, especially if this website was free, just as certain areas such as basic simulations of certain jobs on Virtuoso, as well as the basic college compatibility calculator are. The second stage of developing Virtuoso was the market research stage, in which the target audience was fully developed. Here, you can see an example buyer persona of a Virtuoso customer, separated into demographics, which include the high school education level of the target audience, as well as psychographics, which include the explorative nature of Sally, as well as the pressures she's facing to choose a college major as a 12th grader, though she's not too sure about which major she would like to pursue. This also included understanding the competition, which included college compatibility calculators, as well as websites such as College Vine or Niche, which provided resources to understand the chances for getting into a college, college ratings, essay review systems, and more, though neither allowed users to find careers they may be interested in to later pursue in the colleges of their choice. Despite this, however, I soon also realized that vocational technical high schools, much like the one that I had applied to, were part of my competition as well. Unlike these vocational technical high schools, however, Virtuoso does not require 4-year-long commitments and is a fun and immersive way to gain insight on a career path. In order to combine the best qualities of all competitors, Virtuoso was then improved to not only include job simulations, as was included in the original version of the plan, but college acceptance resources as well, much like College Vine or Niche. This also allowed for additional opportunities with which to generate revenue, as not only can revenue now be generated off of simulations, but also essay reviews, personalized college admission chance reports, and more. The current prices for Virtuoso are $9.99 per career course, with most students trying 3 different majors or career courses, and $14.99 for a subscription to essay reviews and personalized college admission chance reports. As for Virtuoso marketing costs, around $100 were spent total, using this money on Facebook, Instagram, and radio marketing. Using $100, we were able to generate around 2,268 customers using the annual conversion rates of these companies, as well as 567 paying customers, assuming that 25% of all customers become paying customers. And we can also assume that out of these 567 paying customers, around 25% will pay for both the career course as well as the college readiness subscription. In the future, I have to come up with a final annual profit of $19,017.92, all off of $100 invested. In the future, after enough revenue is created to sustain the business, these prices may increase, though only slightly, in order to keep customers satisfied. And search engine optimization, or SEO, may be used to allow customers to simply search the web to find Virtuoso as well. Virtuoso also keeps in mind the risk associated with this business, which may include the operational costs of the website failing due to customer overloads, which would have to be combated by investing in an improved web host, which would likely cut into revenues, but which would also be compensated for by the revenue brought in by new customers. The strategic costs involved within Virtuoso may also include customers losing interest in the product after finishing all their courses, but not finding a course which they may enjoy, which can be combated by adding at least one additional course every 6 months to add a feeling of newness to the site, with feedback forms allowing us to know what simulatory experiences should be added on the website next. In conclusion, with Virtuoso's easy to access and low commitment system specifically suited for students unclear on a course of action to pursue for their college major, this is a perfect tool for a large audience and can help thousands to save thousands of dollars more, as well as to keep a peace of mind while dealing with the ups and downs of college education. Thank you for listening, and I hope you give Virtuoso a go.
Great pitch. I love how you thought about this so much. And I think that this is something that could help a lot of people. So yeah, love this idea. And now moving on to our final pitch for the event.
Hello, I hope everyone's having a great day so far. My name is Trudy Lay, and I'm currently logging in from New York City. Yeah, so how many of you are excited about starting the school in the next couple of weeks? I certainly am. Remote learning has definitely been a struggle, especially for those who do not have the accommodations to adapt to their new learning environments. However, whether you did remote learning, hybrid, or in-person learning, many students still struggled with staying motivated, being productive, and staying organized. Now, a solution to this would be starting a planner. Many of you might have already started one or have had one in the past, which is great. But how many of you actually finished these planners or journals that you've started? Yeah, I certainly haven't. As you can see, I've accumulated up to 7 planners and journals in the last 4 years, and many of them aren't even half full. And this isn't because I don't like to continue organizing or journaling, but simply because it requires too much effort. It's a very difficult commitment to commit to, and a lot of time is spent planning the page, and which can be very overwhelming, especially when starting on a blank canvas. So for those of you who have a similar problem of being unable to finish your planners, let me introduce you to ProsArt, a one-stop shop for everything journaling and plannering. At ProsArt, we have printable and downloadable templates that you can use, as well as stickers that you can use to customize these templates or your own personal journals. And some examples of these stickers will include weekly planner stickers, some important reminder stickers, checklist stickers, weekly schedule stickers, and my personal favorite, the limited edition monthly stickers. And for the month of October, we will have themes such as Happy Halloween or Genshin Impact, which will only be available during the month of October until a new theme will be released in November, and such, and the same for December, and so on. Yes, so you'll be able to find these products at shops such as at my Etsy at ProsArt, Instagram at KiroCrow, or my personal website, prosart.com. And if you would like to check out my other art, please feel free to check out my Instagram at KiroCrow. And thank you all for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at my Gmail, LinkedIn, and Instagram. Hope everyone has a great and wonderful day. Bye.
Okay, that was an awesome pitch. And I think the stationery is so adorable. So love that. And that concludes the pitch portion of our event. I am so impressed by all of you guys and how you were able to create all of this in only 2 days. So yeah, this is incredible. And we are going to have a hard time picking the winner because you've all done an amazing job. And yeah, so love your pitches so much. So before we move into breakout rooms, I do want to hand out the forms for you guys to be able to put your contact information. So first of all, I'm going to give a feedback form before we move into that, just so we're able to see how you guys have like your experience with not just today, but the past 3 days. So I'm going to put that into the chat and play some music. And after you're done with that, I'm going to give the contact form as well as the form for Bumper, where you can sign up to get your $10 for participating in the event. And then we're going to move into breakout rooms. So I'm going to play some music while you guys do that. Okay, everyone. So thank you so much for filling out the feedback forms. Now here is a quick form from our partner Bumper, and you just put your contact information and say that the organization you're from is Empower Econ, and they will provide our participants with $10 to use to invest on their platform, which is an investing app for teens. So this is quite a short form. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to do that. And then finally, I'm going to be giving the networking and contact sheet, and then we're going to move into breakout rooms where you guys can actually meet each other and get to talk with each other. So let me know in the chat when you're done with that. Yeah, if you've already done that, you don't need to do it again. This is in case you have not filled out the form, but we did send it via email as well.
Can I ask how, what are we going to be doing anything else today except from going into breakout rooms?
After breakout rooms, no, that would be the end of the event.
Right, thank you.
No problem.